BS3 Network, changing the way you listen to podcasts.
My name is Al High, and you are tuned into Casual Highlights, the podcast, part of the BS3 Network. Thank you for turning into another edition of Casual Highlights, the podcast, where we love humanity, live on purpose, and highlight sports. Episode 72. This episode today, we're going to talk mostly about the Big 12 women's basketball. That's going to start here in a couple hours. I'm recording this March 7th, early in the morning. This is usually a segment about the Jayhawks and the Kansas State Wildcats, but today we're gonna branch out a little bit. We are going to talk a little bit about KU and K-State women's basketball, but we're going to branch the entire Big 12 into it because they are in postseason play. The K-State women finished third in the league this year. Congratulations to them with a 12-6 record. The KU women finished strong in the end of the season at 11-7 in conference play. Now we're in postseason. Now it gets interesting. It gets exciting. So we'll talk a little bit more about the brackets and the seedings here in just a moment. But first, I want to dive into the awards that were given out earlier in the week. I want to start off with the co-player of the year, which by many is no surprise. We had a lot of great players in the Big 12. But these two players really stood out. Freshman Madison Booker of Texas and Skylar Vann of Oklahoma. Defensive Player of the Year goes to J.J. Quinterly of West Virginia. Freshman of the Year, Madison Booker. Newcomer of the Year, Peyton Verhulst of Oklahoma. Sixth Player of the Year award goes to Deanna Gadsden. And Coach of the Year, Jeannie Barincic. I'll probably chop your name up. But Coach Jeannie from Oklahoma, Coach of the Year. All Big 12 first team. Lauren Gustin of BYU, phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. Watched her several of her games this year. She is a hooper. She is a baller. All Big 12 first team as well, Audie Crooks of Iowa State. Audie going to be a problem in the next several years. Audie, look, just give her the ball, everybody else get out the way. Tiana Twin Jackson of Kansas has broken records and blocked shots at the University of Kansas at her time at KU. Samaya Nichols, phenomenal freshman phenom. We're going to be hearing this name a lot more in the years to come on the All Big 12 first team. Ayoka Lee, saw her in person, phenomenal presence in the paint from Kansas State. I remember the game Tiana and Ayoka Lee when they played against each other. I got several pictures of that. Definitely go check out my Instagram, Casual Highlights. I posted some pictures of them two against each other. I'll probably post some more up at the end of the season. Serena Sundell, Kansas State. Great guard. Skylar Vann of Oklahoma. Peyton Verhulst, Oklahoma. Madison Booker. Let me tell y'all something. Texas is about to go to the SEC. This Madison Booker, my goodness, in the post, the moves that this young lady has upon her, my goodness. We about to be treated. We're about to go to another dimension in women's basketball. And also J.J. Quinterly of West Virginia, first team. The Big 12 alone had a lot of very close games when it came to win on the women's side. This is probably one of the best seasons I've ever seen in women's basketball, in not just in the Division I, but even in the Big 12. I mean, you had to bring your A game every night. There was no taking night off, and if you took a night off, you was in trouble. Let's get to the all Big 12 second team while I'm bragging for just a moment. Sarah Andrews of Baylor, phenomenal athlete. Caitlin Peterson, UCF baller. She brought the lunch pail every day. I saw her in person at Kansas State. They lost by 2 points to Kansas State. Made a run toward the end against Kansas State, but couldn't quite close it out. Madison Connor, TCU. I'm looking forward to watching her when I get to sprint. I'm about to call the sprints at the T-Mobile Center. I'm looking forward to watching some of her games. Aaliyah Moore, Texas, and Jordan Harrison, West Virginia. Now, this all honorable mention team, everybody and their mama on this thing right now. Well, not everybody and their mama, but there's certain people that I've watched this year in person that I want to give a shout out to that played very well. I saw Asia Blackwell when they came to KU from Baylor. Dreyuta Edwards, Miss Edwards from Baylor. I'm chopping names up. Y'all forgive me. Julian Hayes, Cincinnati. Layla Blair's game is so smooth, ladies and gentlemen. Her game is so smooth. My goodness, it reminds me of Jesus Shuttlesworth, and he got game. I mean, her game is smooth like that. But if I can compare her to a female guard, right, and it'd probably be like a Lena Beard per se. But Layla Blair, smooth. Audie Brown was nice, Iowa State. Zakiya Franklin, Kansas. Holly Kersinger, beautiful 3-point jump shot. Gabby Gregory, K-State. Nevaeh Tot, Oklahoma. Sahara Williams, Oklahoma. Anna Geet Isaac, Oklahoma State. Sedona Prince, TCU. Shaylee Gonzalez, Texas. Shay Harley, Texas. Taylor Jones, Texas. Bailey Mopkin, Texas Tech. Jasmine Shavers, Texas Tech. This is how deep the league is. You got all these honorable mentions. Now, wait a minute. I thought with honorable mentions, usually have 5 on here. And we got more than 5. Oh, then we got more honorable mentions. My goodness, I'm on to the next page. It continues. Ayoka Lee, Kansas State. Shay Harley, Texas. Jordan Harrison, West Virginia. JJ Quirley, West Virginia. My goodness. Hoopers all on top of this page. This how deep the league was. This, like the whole, I'm just reading this list right now. And the entire University of Kansas starting 5 from Tiana to Samaya to Holly to Zakiya, 4 of the 5 starters is on this list, someplace on this list right now. My goodness, phenomenal effort. Great job, ladies. Let's go ahead and get into the all Big 12 freshman team. Audie Brown, Iowa State. Audie Crooks, Iowa State. That's gonna be a nightmare. Addie Brown and Audie. Hey, the AA girls, they gonna be phenomenal. The next year out there in Ames, they ain't gonna be nothing nice. They ain't gonna be nothing nice. We could talk about these other schools, but Iowa State, these 2 right here, man. Listen, y'all better be ready. Samaya Nichols, Kansas. Her game is smooth too. Oh my goodness. All right, we could talk about Samaya's game all day. Stanley Hurd, Oklahoma State, and Madison Booker, Texas. So here is how everything shook out. The final regular season standings. And the final regular season standings go into the seeding for the 2024 Women's Big 12 tournament. You had Oklahoma finish 15-3 in conference. Texas finished second, 14-4. Kansas State third place at 13-5. Iowa State, 4th at 12-6. Baylor, 12-6 and 5th. West Virginia, 6th place, 12-6. Kansas, 7th at 11-7. Oklahoma State, 7-11. TCU, 8th, 6-12. BYU, 9th. TCU, 9th, 6-12. BYU, 10 at 6-12. 11th is Cincinnati 5-13. 12th is Texas Tech 5-13. Houston 13 5-13. And the UCF rounds out the 14 at 3-15. So as I'm sitting here right now, here is the women's bracket. Tonight, the first game of the night will be between Houston against Texas Tech. That's a tip-off at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you got ESPN Plus, go check it out and go watch it. The nightcap game 2 between the 11th seed Cincinnati and the 14th seed Central Florida. It's going to be at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time on ESPN Plus. Now, the winner of the 14-11 seed will take on West Virginia on Friday night at 8 p.m., who's the 6th seed. And the winner of the first game between Texas Tech and Houston will take on Baylor at 11 o'clock on Friday morning, which is crazy. You get done with the game at 7 o'clock at night, then you got to 8 o'clock, then you got to get up and be up for 9 to go play 11 o'clock. That's kind of fishy. I don't like that. But anyway, the game, the 9 versus 8 TCU will take on number 8 seed Oklahoma State. That game is at 1:30 Central Standard Time. And then our Kansas Jayhawks, the 7th seed, will take on the 10th seed BYU at 5:30 Central Standard Time. Then we go to Saturday. Your top 4 seeds had a double bye, and now they're going to action on Saturday. So Iowa State, the 4th seed, kicks it off at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. Also, after that will be the number 1 seed, the regular season Big 12 champions, the Oklahoma Sooners, will play at 1:30. At the nightcap at 5:30, the Texas Longhorns will play the winner of BYU Kansas at 5:30. And then Kansas State plays the nightcap at 8 o'clock, and they will take on the winner of West Virginia, whoever West Virginia is going to be playing. So we got some phenomenal games coming up these next particular days. This March is my favorite time. I believe it's my favorite time of the year. March Madness, the women's brackets, the men's brackets. I'm going to be there every day. I'll be talking about the coverage. There's possibly one game I'm probably going to miss, maybe 2, but I'm going to get as many shots, as many videos. I'm going to post it on, definitely going to post it on the Instagram. Definitely going to be bringing my YouTube back to life, Casual Highlights YouTube channel. And what a great way to do it through March Madness and tournament time. And also I'm going to be posting back on Instagram. And I might do a little posting on TikTok. But definitely I'm going to be focused on the YouTube and the Instagram channels to be posting good content. Try to get interviews with coaches and get questions. Definitely, if it's the long interviews, my goal is to post that on my YouTube page so you all can see that, see the content, see what the coaches are saying. And then I might even do a nightcap after each night and talk about each game. So I'm definitely going to be bringing a bunch of paper. I'm excited. I had to take off from my regular job because I said I got to be down here at the Sprint Center. I'm calling it the Sprint Center. I'll let you know I'm from Kansas City because I remember when it was called the Sprint Center. But, Sprint now merged, T-Mobile came in, the pink company, and bought out the yellow company, and now it's T-Mobile. But I'll give you my opinion later about how I feel about that. Anyhow, I'm excited. Hey, let's get these games going. Congratulations, ladies, on a great regular season. Let's get it. This is Al High, host of Casual Highlights. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, you know what it is. God is love. Disrespect your senses. Thank you for listening to Casual Highlights Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Also follow the platform on Instagram and YouTube at Casual Highlights. That's HYGHLIGHTS. Till next time, disrespect your senses.